Hi there, Dead Ideal Boy here, back with another video, and in this video you're going to see one of the dirtiest drivers that I've ever been on the end of, and I make no apologies for making another dirty driver video, because this guy and what he did needs to be shown to as many people as possible, and I would really like to know what you guys think about the incident and what you think an appropriate punishment would be for this kind of incident. But just before we get on to the video, I just want to say two things. One, thank you so much for the 7,000 subscribers. I thank people in the last video and I thank people on stream, but I just want to say it again, it means the world. And officially, the road to 10k starts here. That's right, we're going to push for 10,000 subscribers, and it might never happen, but it might happen. So why not dream? Why not dare to dream? So if you could help the channel out by hitting the subscribe button, it would mean the absolute world. And if you're a new subscriber, leave a comment, introduce yourself. I'd love to say hello to you guys. And secondly, this merch, Super GT merch, this is not a paid promotion, but I can absolutely guarantee and vouch for the quality of these t-shirts. So if you're thinking about pulling the trigger and buying one of Super GT's t-shirts, I would highly recommend it. It's really good quality. But without further ado, let's jump into the action. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all on the next one. So here we are, we're jumping into the race. It is Group 3, it was from Daily Race B at Trial Mountain, and it was a bit of a Porsche fest, to be quite honest with you, although there were one or two other cars jumping about. But typically, when you end up in a race, particularly Daily Race B, it's a short sprint race and everybody's using the same, pretty much the same car, then you're going to have very close racing a lot of the time, and you're going to get a lot of aggressive drivers. It's only 4 laps, and I think that is perhaps part of the issue in this race, and Daily Race B in general, to be honest with you, over the last few weeks. Short sprint races seem to promote aggressive driving that we can all kind of do without. Just give us another 1 or 2 laps, please. It's not too much to ask, surely. Make it a 10-minute race. But anyway, that's just my thoughts generally on Daily Race B when they only make them 4 laps. But this race has a major talking point in it, and we're going to get to that pretty shortly. As you can see, it started off pretty pretty solid. We hadn't been, overtaken. We'd managed to kind of hang on to the pack. I have to admit, this is not a good combination for me. I'm not particularly fond of the track. It's a good track, don't get me wrong, I'm just not very good round it. So I was kind of struggling, but I managed to set a qualifying time that started us off in P6, and that kind of allowed us to stay with the lead group and, well, get into the race a little bit. So the first lap was all about survival. You can see just up ahead there, the leader almost lost it, and in the course of losing it, he almost takes somebody out. Now we've got a massive 6-way battle heading down into turn 1 here, and you can see this is insane, and I was certain there would be many deaths, but just look how clean it was. That is a testament to what the driving standards can be like if everybody is respectful, and they were for the most part there, and we all survived quite incredibly. It's one of the largest groups I've ever been round a corner with. You can see things start to get a little bit heated here as the driver of the yellow Porsche sends it. We get taken out and sent onto the grass. Now, I somehow managed to keep the car pointing in the right direction, although I had literally no control over the grip, and I almost took out the green Porsche there, sent him off onto the grass. So everybody's now lost a bit of, 2 or 3 of us have lost grip. We've got dirty tyres. We're just trying to keep the car, going in the forward direction without killing somebody else, but I've lost a lot of places in the process there. But whilst I was quite annoyed about what happened there, because I felt like I got basically just driven off the track, I didn't feel like it was a deliberate thing. So I'm not overly angry. I'm not, looking for revenge or anything like that. You can see here, we're going to get a good run up the inside of the Porsche here. He's going to give me a little nudge. I don't know if he knew I was there, but he was certainly quite aggressive with his actions. But again, we're going to stay calm as we get hit again and slide into the left-hander. very careful not to run him into the wall, but we lose position back to the green Porsche again, who was very, very aggressive, in my opinion. But you know, we expect it. When you sign up for daily race B, 4 laps, Group 3, round Trial Mountain, you know what you're in for. You've got there's no surprises as far as I'm concerned. It is what it is. However, some things are just too much, and you're going to see in this next lap exactly what I mean by that. So we get round here at the final chicane, which is always good for a dive bomb, but everybody seems to have survived it again. And again, no, we're back down to P11, and it's a bit disappointing because we were up with that lead pack, and I felt like there was a potential podium place on offer for us, but we're not giving up. Still quite a few cars just up ahead, and anything can happen as we go side by side again through the first sector here, and it's very difficult to not make contact. But you can see the driver in the yellow Porsche is about to do something quite dramatic there, and from what you can see there, it looks like he just absolutely punts somebody into the wall. Now, wait for it. Yep, that was the driver of the yellow Porsche, absolutely killing me, sending me into the wall. Gave me an actual fright when I was actually driving, because I was absolutely not expecting that. I had nothing to do with anything that happened to him. He immediately rage quit, which is a surefire sign of somebody just absolutely losing their temper and just getting out of there, doesn't want to face the consequences, doesn't want to face up to their actions in the lobby after the race. It's pretty annoying when that happens. I'm going to skip forward though, because nothing much really happened. We maintained our P11, we kind of caught up with the pack a little bit, although we did have a half-second penalty for a little bit of a track cut, but nothing major. And yeah, we're just going to see this one over the line, maybe get something in the last corner if somebody loses it, but nobody losing it. Nobody had a major penalty to serve, so we're going to finish the race, come across the line in P11, which was disappointing because I did feel like a podium was on offer there, but we were kind of taken off the track twice, you know, the second one being in absolutely devastating fashion. But let's watch the replay here. This was the incident where everybody drove beautifully around here, 6 wide, seven cars in a bunch basically making it through, and that was beautiful. Now, here is where the driver of the yellow Porsche started to lose the plot. He started to get angry here, and I think it was because back at that previous corner when we all went round at 6 wide, he got a little nudge and he went from P2 back down to he went back down to P5 I think, and then he obviously sends it and gets a 1 second penalty, and you can see it's a bit of bumper cars going on there. He's clearly the meat in the sandwich on that occasion. I just think all of this was building up as he gets hit again there, and you can see here he's probably fed up by now. He's got a bit of rear damage, but he's still in P5 and he's still got a podium in offer. Now, the driver here in the Porsche sends it up the inside there, and he loses 2 positions. Now this is where he snaps, and you can see from there that it's just an absolute horror show. He absolutely kills him there, and then inexplicably he targets me and puts me into the wall and absolutely destroys my race. Now, what reason he had for this, I have no idea. You can see from my point of view how brutal this was. I mean, I had absolutely no warning of that. I didn't even get a chance to see it in the radar because we were going round a corner, and he immediately rage quits. And to be honest, when somebody does something like that and then rage quits, it's like rubbing salt into the wounds, because you don't even get a chance to question them in the lobby afterwards, or at least show them how annoyed you were at the fact they decided to ruin your race for no reason at all. Now, I get he was frustrated probably because of the style of racing and the aggression he was up against, but to take people out like that is just absolutely unacceptable. But let me know in the comments what you think about it, and what can we do about it? What punishment should drivers like that receive? Because clearly there is nothing to really deter people from acting like that in this race at the moment, and it's really quite sad, but there you go. It is what it is. But I hope you at least enjoyed it and found it entertaining. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. See you all in the next one.